How do these four candidates stack up on the big issues? Let's find out, shall we? Starting with the economy. Now, Jeremy Corbyn, very much the anti-austerity candidate. In fact, he wants to print more money. We call it quantitative easing, not for the banks, he says, but for the people. Money to renationalise the energy companies or put railways back in public hands. Andy Burnham, like Jeremy Corbyn, wants a fairer tax system. And for top earners, that would probably mean a 50p top rate of tax. Yvette Cooper, not entirely indisposed to the top rate, but her campaign focused more on jobs, particularly jobs in the high-tech sector. And you're going to hear a lot from these two women about the need to win back the trust of business. To that end, Liz Kendall believes a permanent introduction of the 50p rate would be self-defeating, and she would pay down the deficit, incidentally, much quicker than the other three candidates. Let's talk briefly about the government's new welfare bill, especially that plan to limit child tax credits to 2 children. Now, you might recall that only Jeremy Corbyn rebelled and voted against it. The rest all abstained. Liz Kendall said she couldn't oppose the bill unless her party could show how to pay for an alternative. It is a divisive issue, welfare, among the four candidates. Now, with regards to foreign policy, realistically, I don't see any of these candidates arguing for an EU exit. But there are differences on defence, particularly between these two. Liz Kendall would maintain defence spending at 2% of GDP, whereas Jeremy Corbyn would cull defence spending, scrapping the Trident nuclear programme. He'd even withdraw from NATO. Now, clearly, we can't do justice to all the candidates and all the issues in such a short space of time. But I think you'd recognise already, as we've gone through that there's one very different radical programme here. And, of course, it's that one of Jeremy Corbyn. Has he played the best hand?